Okay. Leslie Josephs, thank you. With shares down right now. Texas Instruments is moving higher in overtime, meantime, after reporting Q1 earnings results just a few moments ago. Let's bring in Stifel Managing Director Tori Svanberg. He has a hold rating on the stock. Tori, want to get your thoughts on these results because it was a beat and then the guidance was stronger than expected as well.
Yes, thank you, Morgan. Thank you for having me. So, yeah, the guidance is certainly better than expected and certainly better than feared. So they're guiding revenues to grow about 7% sequentially. Consensus was modeling 5%. They also said that all end markets did well in the March quarter, with the exception of personal electronics, which is, usually down seasonally anyway. So I would classify this quarter as this is sort of the beginning of a cyclical recovery because keep in mind, the broader semiconductor industry has been in a correction now for 2 years, with still not a whole lot of clarity on tariffs. So that's how I would classify the quarter.
Autos, industrial, I mean, these are key markets for Texas Instruments. So when I hear you talking about the beginnings of a cyclical recovery, just how at risk is that given the tariff uncertainty, or is this a situation where they could persevere despite it?
Yes, I think that's the big question, right? Because, prior to April 2nd, I think, it was pretty clear that we were at the beginning of a cyclical recovery in most end markets. And then obviously April 2nd happened. And since then, it doesn't look like there's been a whole lot of impact to TI's business as it relates to tariffs. There could also be some, pull ahead here, because of the pause in tariffs, as you know, with many, many countries. So from that perspective, Q3 could potentially be the quarter when we see more of an impact from the tariffs. Keep in mind, it takes a while to build electronic systems, right? So, even though the tariffs happen on April 2nd, there's definitely a lag effect, when you get the tariff type issues. So I think Q3 might be a better read on, the actual impact from tariffs.
Tori, how do you feel about what you're hearing about inventory levels and the kind of internal things that perhaps Texan can control, even if they don't know what's going to happen with global politics?
Yeah, John, so TI is very unique in the semiconductor industry in the sense that they actually run their inventory on consignment. That means that they tend to hold the inventory and they don't let their distributor customers or end customers to hold that inventory. So, their own inventory still remains very, very high. Obviously, because we're coming off a cyclical recovery, a cyclical correction. And then I would say that customers' inventory levels, are more reasonable now than obviously we've seen over the last 2 years. But yeah, do keep in mind that they tend to hold the inventory themselves on consignment, because they don't like it when the channel holds it.